Everybody talks about passive income, and when it comes to passive income, I've tried it all. Social media marketing, Forex, affiliate marketing, everything. There's only two things that I really found that actually make you money passively. What's going on, everybody? This is Truths with Trey, where we love real talk. Think of me as like a family member or a friend. If you think there's something that you would like, make sure you hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss another video. So if you're here, you probably saw my short saying that passive income is a scam, and here I am to tell you it is. I've tried it all. Like, there was a point in my life where I was trying everything: social media marketing, affiliate marketing, ClickBank. I even started a social media marketing company, y'all. Yeah, a whole business. I'm gonna talk about this. It's so many things that I tried. I'm actually gonna make a part 1 and a part 2, so make sure you subscribe. The first one I'm gonna get into though is social media marketing, because I feel like I spent the most time on this one. So it was after about 2020, I want to say, after the time. I can't say that word on YouTube, but everybody was trying to talk about social media marketing. Every business needs a social media marketer. Every business need marketing. So I thought I'd dip my hand into it because it seemed so easy. Then you had all these gurus saying that you would make $10,000 a week. You would make $5,000 a week. You can start your company today. Well, I went down the rabbit hole and I tried it. Is it a real thing? Maybe, but let me tell you, it's not passive. To me, passive income is putting money into something and just letting it sit and grow. And like I said in the intro, I have two things at the end of this video that I'm going to tell you that I do every day that I actually put money in and it grows. But back to the social media market. So I had got a company. I started my LLC, had a company name, and what they don't tell you is you actually have to market yourself. So if you never marketed before, how are you going to market a business? I didn't think about that. I was just like, this is going to be some easy money. You know, it's a lot of businesses in my area that don't have marketing. They don't have a Facebook channel, a Facebook page, a YouTube channel, an Instagram, all that. It was so hard to get these businesses to understand that they needed marketing. Because once again, I just didn't know how to market myself. I think the whole time I did that, I got one person that was actually willing to take my offer. And it really didn't even go well, because starting a business is hard. Number one, you're not just gonna start doing the work for them. You got to make sure you can collect the payment. You actually got to perform. You got to go by the business. You got to check in with them. It ain't as simple as create a social media marketing thing and then people start coming to you and it just run by itself. So in other words, it's not passive. And don't let me forget about Facebook ads. That's like the worst thing in the world. So with the company that I did have, right, I'm trying to do the Facebook ads, but Facebook ads at that time was so difficult. I don't know how it is right now. I don't even touch that stuff no more. So it's probably different. But then you had to get the copyright right. You had to get the tags right. You had to get the picture right using Canva. It was just so much just to get an ad and get people to see it. And that kind of stuff takes money as well. So you're trying to prove yourself to the company like, hey, I can do this. And they're not really trying to pay you. So you might have to pay up front for those ads and you might not never get that money back. Now, I will say I was in a small town. So if you're in a bigger town, this may work for you. But in my opinion, it's not passive income. The next one is a heartbreaker, and that's affiliate marketing. Now, if you've been around on YouTube for a while, you know about this company. It's called ClickBank. Now, if you never ever heard of ClickBank, essentially what it is companies that put their stuff on a website, and you go to the website and you pick it based on the score, what they say they can give you. And it also comes with a description that says, hey, if you get people to buy this product, we'll pay you X amount of dollars. Well, that was the next thing. So I was like, let me try this. I created a ClickBank account. I got on there, started seeing all the products, and it was videos around this. Like, you got to pick a niche. You got to pick this, health and wellness, sexual desires, everything that you could think of. Somebody had a course or a product on that website. So I went down the rabbit hole. I created me a whole profile, got it set up, and I picked my product that I was going to push. Product that I was going to push was like a green kind of drink. I think it was like a herbal tea or something like that, but the return on the commission was insane. So the way this company made money was the person that actually bought the product was on a subscription base, and I think the subscription was like $25 to $30 or something like that. But every time I sold one, I got pretty much 80% of that profit, right? So I was like, well, if a lot of people subscribe to this, I just get profit for free, and all I got to do is just market it out. Another keyword: market it out. If you don't have a social media presence, you don't have a YouTube channel, you don't have an Instagram, you don't have Facebook, it's going to be so hard to get that stuff marketed. And then we're in a time now where people are not clicking links like that. It's cyber warfare and all kinds of stuff going on. So if you put a random link up here, nobody's gonna click your link. The only way I would advise you to do that if you have a big following and you've been talking about a product like that. Maybe you do like product reviews, made it something like that. That's the only way I can see that working. But for the average person, they don't have that, and it's not a passive income. It's not just pick a product, put it on your website or put it on your social media page and people gonna click it. Nobody's gonna click that. Well, back to my experience, I did get one person to click and I have no clue where they came from. And the problem with ClickBank was, even though I had got them to click it and I saw the money, I was like,
oh snap, somebody clicked my link.
Thought I was gonna get my money. Nope. I had to go through a whole verification process to be like I was legit and so they can get my money. I went through the verification process. Weeks went by, months went by. I didn't hear anything from ClickBank. Hell, the stuff went so long, I had forgot about it. When I finally remembered about the ClickBank sale, my profile had been dormant for so long, they just closed my account. So the one person that did click and the money that I did make is nowhere to be found. Once again, not a passive income thing. It's not something that you just gonna end up doing and start making tens of thousands of dollars a month. No, it's not gonna happen. Now this one right here gonna hit a lot of people. I'm gonna step on a lot of toes, but I don't care. This truth with Trey. Forex.
Tell them to bring me my money.
Now Forex is a real thing. I'm not gonna hold you. It's a real thing. But the problem is, it's not passive income. It's legit the most active income that you ever gonna find. Now the crazy part about this, I actually kind of got good at Forex. I learned a lot, but that's the thing. You gotta study when it comes to Forex. At first, I thought it was like picking a magical strategy and you use the support and resistance and you use this line and intersect with this line and you can tell when the market goes up and it goes down. I thought I was really doing something. And in theory, I was learning it. I can talk Forex all day with people, but actually doing it in a live account is a whole nother story. Once again, I'm thinking it's passive. I put my money in, I learn about it. I put a few things on the chart. I can tell when it go up and then I make money. It sounds easy, but I'm telling you, it is not. On a demo account, you'll be fine. Your strategy gonna work. Everything's gonna be pretty. You're gonna be making bank. But as soon as you hit that real account, that money going down the drain. I don't know what it is about the platforms that hold these Forex things, but it's like you're a bit of a momentum and you think you're getting it, but all of a sudden you just start losing back to back to back. And what'll happen is you would think it's your strategy. You'll be like, oh, it's my strategy. So you'll go on YouTube and find another strategy. You try the strategy on demo and then it'll work on demo. Then you get in the live account and it don't work no more. And you like literally in a circle losing money the whole time. Now that part probably don't sound like a scam because you probably like, hey, you just don't know how to trade. But here's where the scam come in. Your Forex gurus on YouTube that say they're making money from Forex, they are not. They're making money from making videos about making money in Forex. They also make money in courses, but I'm probably gonna leave it for part 2. I can guarantee you your favorite Forex guru that says, hey, you can make $1 million in a month, never traded probably a day in their life. They're just selling courses. They're probably in some pyramid scheme to get you in, get your money and boost them up even further. Because all they're going to do is get you in the course and then they're going to tell you to sell this course to other people, essentially affiliate marketing, what we already talked about. That's how you're going to make your money. You're not really going to learn how to trade or nothing like that. And honestly, all that information that's in the Forex course, you can find for free online. Yeah, Forex just took a lot of people down the ringer. Can you do Forex for real? Yes, but it's going to take time. It's gonna take a lot of money, and most of the average people are not gonna have it. It's not passive income. I say it's a scam, but it's not passive income. Don't do it. If you're liking this video so far, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below. What passive income things have you tried? Was it good? Did it work? Am I wrong? Am I right? Let me know. Let's have a conversation about it. All right, as I promised, I do have 2 things that I use all the time that I consider passive income, and it's legit, it's real. You can look it up, you can try it yourself. But I got one more thing I want to tell you. And that last thing is cryptocurrency arbitrage. Y'all. And people still pushing this. I cannot believe this. When I say this thing had me so hyped, I was like, oh, I'm about to be rich today. I'm about to be rich tomorrow. So essentially what it is you put money in, right? And it's supposed to reset every day. And you click a button and it resets and it finds a crypto at a lower price or a higher price and it sells. It's all kinds of stuff, man. It's so confusing, but in the long run, you just click a button and you reset it and you're supposed to get money. Well, at first it's gonna work, right? And you're gonna be like, oh snap, this worked. Man, I was at work clicking the reset button all day, setting timers on my phone, trying to be like, I can't miss the time when it's reset because I need the money. I'm gonna buy it low and it's gonna go out and it's gonna find a place to sell it high and then it's gonna return it back to my account. Well, it worked for about a week. That second week, I was like, let me withdraw some of this money. And that's when all the problems came. I couldn't withdraw. It was saying something about my account was messed up. It was no customer support. That should have been a red flag from the start. So at this point, I had put money in. Now my money is locked up. And I'm like, I can't do the whole button thing. I was like, well, if my money locked up, I might well try to make some more. No, they had locked down my whole account. I get on YouTube and I see this is a common thing. And a lot of companies posting up and making companies like that, getting people in because you want money, man. And you think it's passive. It's easy. Click a button, you make money, right? Well, it wasn't that easy and they got me. And all that happened is it was called a rug pull. So they'll say a rug pull. The company stood up. You would probably make a few dollars if you were the first people to get in. But after they get all their money, they rug pull, they get all that out, and you can't use that account no more. You can't withdraw. You can't do nothing. Once again, not passive income. All right, so what y'all really wanted was those two things, and I'm going to tell you what they are. Number one, Robinhood. Robinhood is passive. Why is it passive? Because you actually put your money in real stocks, real dividend stocks, real crypto, whatever it is, and it actually goes up. It is a long game. That's why a lot of people don't talk about it. It is a long game, but it's actually money that goes into your pocket, real money. I've never had a problem putting money out of Robinhood, and I've made money on Robinhood using real stocks. If you don't have a Robinhood account, I got a link in the description below. Sign up. You can get $5 today for free. All you got to do is just sign up. And it's not a lie. You can look it up. Robinhood is a reputable company. It's just investing. People been investing for years. Like I said, it's a long game. You can get in there and do some crazy stuff and probably make some money real quick if you know what you're doing. But honestly, I wouldn't do that if you were a beginner. But as far as passive income, I put money in every week. I look a few weeks later, my money has grew. It's the regular stock market. And my number two thing is Acorns. Now, I really like Acorns because I don't have to do anything. I don't even have to put money in per se. All I do is link my card up to my Acorns account. Every time I swipe my card, if it's a remaining balance to get to the next dollar, it puts that into my Acorns account. Once again, I consider that passive income because I'm not really working. I'm doing the same thing that I do every day. If I spend money, whatever it is to go up to the next dollar amount gets put in my account and it just grows over time. Acorn is so passive, you'll forget about it. You'll go back to your Acorns account and realize that you got hundreds of dollars in there from just doing nothing, honestly. The money just going over there. I also have a link in the description for Acorns account. You can get some free money for signing up there too. Acorns also has an investing side of it that I really like. So Acorns is dope. You're going to make money. All you got to do is swipe your card. Literally just swipe your card. And now I'm thinking about this. Let me give you a little better example. So let's say you buy something for $4.50. Well, it would take 50 cents to get to the next dollar amount, which is $5. So Acorns would take that 50 cents and put it into your Acorns account. Now imagine how many transactions you do throughout the day, throughout the week that can be rounded up to the next dollar. And all that money is just going into that one account. Yeah, it seems small. It might be 20 cents, 50 cents, 30 cents, but over time that stuff adds up. And then it also invested into whatever kind of stocks you want. You can choose aggressive, you can choose non-aggressive, it don't matter. It'll put in the stock market for you. And if the stock market goes up, your money goes up. You don't have to do anything. You just download the app, link your bank card, your account, and it does the work for you. But yeah, man, honestly, passive income, just making money online, it might be real. I would say it probably is. And if you really put some time into it and you got that time, go for it. But for the average person, it ain't gonna work like that. You really gotta be grinding. You gotta have money. You gotta have marketing skills. You gotta have a following. I don't consider it passive income. I don't think you should either. But once again, if I was wrong, please let me know in the comments or just tell us about your experiences, man, because I got a part 2 that's coming out and it's probably gonna make you laugh. Thank you for coming by. Look, that part 2 gonna be out pretty soon. I'm gonna get it out to you. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. Y'all have a good day.